What separates a good car collection from a legendary one? Is it the money spent? The number of cars? Or is it something deeper? The vision, the obsession, the willingness to chase automotive dreams that others wouldn't even dare to imagine. Today, we're diving into the world's most unique car collections, ranking them from impressive to absolutely mind-blowing. These aren't your typical rich guy garages filled with the usual suspects. No, these collections represent something far more special. They're automotive time capsules, engineering marvels, and in some cases, pure automotive insanity. We're talking about collectors who don't just buy what's for sale. They commission what doesn't exist, rescue what's been forgotten, and preserve what the world thought was lost forever. From secret warehouses hiding thousands of supercars to garages where every single vehicle tells a story of racing glory, these collections represent the absolute pinnacle of automotive passion. So buckle up, because we're about to take you inside garages that most people will never see, featuring cars that most people will never even know existed. 10. Ken Lingenfelter, the supercharged American dream. Starting our list at number 10 is Ken Lingenfelter, and while his collection might seem straightforward at first glance, lots of Corvettes and American muscle, what makes it unique is his obsession with making everything faster. Lingenfelter doesn't just collect cars, he transforms them. His collection of over 200 vehicles isn't just about owning rare machines. It's about pushing the boundaries of what American performance can achieve. Take his collection of C8 Corvettes, for example. While most collectors are content to own stock versions, Lingenfelter has multiple C8s, each modified to explore different aspects of performance potential. But here's what really sets his collection apart. The Lingenfelter LS7 twin-turbo Corvette that produces over 1,000 horsepower. This isn't just a modified car. It's a rolling testament to American engineering pushed to its absolute limits. The car can hit 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds and has a top speed that would make European supercars nervous. What makes Lingenfelter's approach unique is that he's not just preserving automotive history. He's actively writing new chapters. His collection serves as both a museum and a laboratory, where classic American muscle meets cutting-edge performance technology. Every car in his garage has been touched by his engineering expertise, making it not just a collection, but a showcase of what's possible when passion meets technical knowledge. The fact that he opens his collection for charity events shows another unique aspect. This isn't just about personal enjoyment, it's about sharing the automotive passion with others and giving back to the community. 9. Roger Dudding, the British obsession. At number 9, we have Roger Dudding and his Studio 434 collection, which stands out for one very specific reason: his absolute obsession with the Lagonda wedge. While most collectors diversify their holdings, Dudding owns 24 of these angular, polarizing supercars, allegedly the largest collection of wedge Lagondas in the world.
And what do you like? I know you like Aston Martin Lagondas because you've got 23 of them, I think.
24.
20. Oh, right. Okay, I've been misinformed.
Now, you might be thinking, why is owning 24 of the same car unique? Here's the thing. The Lagonda Wedge is one of the most controversial supercars ever built. Designed by William Townes, these cars were so ahead of their time that they looked like they belonged in a science fiction movie rather than on the road. Most people either loved them or hated them, with very little middle ground. Dudding's collection is unique because it represents pure, uncompromising vision. He didn't collect these cars because they were safe investments or because everyone else wanted them. He collected them because he saw something in their extreme design that others missed. His collection includes both the very first wedge Lagonda ever made and the very last one, bookending the entire production run. But it's not just about the Lagondas. Dudding's 450 car collection spans from a 1900 Model T Ford to modern supercars, and every single one is operational. His in-house mechanic works on a rotation system, ensuring that each car gets driven regularly. This isn't a static museum, it's a living, breathing collection where every car serves its intended purpose. The collection's use in film and television adds another layer of uniqueness. When producers need authentic period vehicles, they come to Studio 434, meaning these cars continue to play active roles in storytelling and entertainment. 8. The Sultan of Brunei, the rotting paradise. Number 8 is perhaps the most tragic story on our list, the Sultan of Brunei's collection. What makes this collection unique isn't just its staggering size of potentially 7,000 cars worth $5 billion, but the heartbreaking reality of what's happened to it. This collection represents automotive excess on a scale that's hard to comprehend. We're talking about 600 Rolls-Royces, 550 Ferraris, and over 380 Bentleys. When the Sultan's family liked a particular model, they didn't buy one. They bought hundreds, often all in the same color. The collection includes cars that were never meant for public sale, like the BMW Nazca M12 concept car that the Sultan commissioned directly from BMW. But here's what makes this collection truly unique and heartbreaking. It's slowly dying. Financial troubles hit the royal family, and what was once a fully air-conditioned, meticulously maintained facility is now a humid warehouse where priceless supercars are slowly deteriorating. Reports describe melting steering wheels, rotting interiors, and mechanical systems that haven't been maintained in nearly 2 decades. The uniqueness lies in the sheer waste of automotive history. This collection contains cars that exist nowhere else on Earth, prototypes and one-offs that represent irreplaceable pieces of automotive evolution. The Ferrari mythos, the Lamborghini Urraco in gray instead of the signature yellow. These are cars that can never be replaced, and they're slowly returning to dust. It's a collection that serves as both a monument to what's possible when money is truly no object, and a cautionary tale about the responsibility that comes with preserving automotive history. 7. Tyler, the creator, the unexpected enthusiast. Tyler, the creator, lands at number 7, and his collection is unique for reasons that go far beyond the cars themselves. In a world where most celebrity car collections follow predictable patterns, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, maybe a classic Porsche, Tyler has assembled something completely different. His baby pink Fiat 131 Abarth rally car is perhaps the perfect example of his approach. This isn't just a rare rally car, it's a statement piece that challenges every expectation about what a supercar should look like. The oversized fender flares, scooped hood, and that unmistakable pink paint job make it impossible to ignore. But underneath that playful exterior is a legitimate racing machine that dominated rally championships in the late 1970s. Then there's his collection of 2 Lancia Delta Integrals, cars that most Americans have never even heard of, but which represent some of the most successful rally cars ever built. These aren't cars you buy to show off at Cars and Coffee. These are cars you buy because you understand automotive history and appreciate engineering excellence over flashy badges. But perhaps the most unique aspect of Tyler's collection is his 1938 Rolls-Royce Wraith. This car is older than most people's grandparents, and it represents a level of craftsmanship that simply doesn't exist anymore. Only 491 were ever built, making it rarer than his LaFerrari. The fact that he featured it in his music videos shows how he integrates his automotive passion with his artistic vision. Tyler's collection is unique because it reflects genuine automotive knowledge and appreciation rather than just wealth and status. These are cars chosen by someone who understands what makes them special, not just what makes them expensive. 6. Kid Rock, the American Rebel. Kid Rock's collection earns the number 6 spot because it perfectly embodies American automotive rebellion. While other celebrities might go for European exotics, Kid Rock has built a collection that's unapologetically American and completely over the top. His custom 1975 Cadillac Fleetwood, built by West Coast Customs, is a perfect example. This isn't just a restored classic, it's a rolling statement about American excess and style. The piano black finish with gold accents, the ability to seat 9 people, and the custom American badass emblems make it clear that this car was built for someone who doesn't do subtle. But the real standout is his 1964 Pontiac Bonneville with 6-foot-long Texas Longhorns mounted on the front. Originally built for Hank Williams Jr. by Nudie Cohn, this car cost Kid Rock $225,000 and represents pure American automotive theater. The saddle-like leather seats, silver dollars embedded in the dash, and 6-shooter gear shifter make it more than a car. It's a piece of American cultural history. What makes Kid Rock's collection unique is how it reflects his personality and values. The 2016 Chevrolet Silverado 3500 that he helped design at the GM plant in Flint, Michigan isn't just a truck. It's a tribute to American manufacturing and the working class. The fact that he worked alongside UAW members to build it shows a level of authenticity that you don't see in most celebrity collections. His collection represents American automotive culture at its most unfiltered. Loud, proud, and completely unapologetic about what it is. 5. Jay Leno, the mechanical historian. Jay Leno's collection takes the number 5 spot, and while it might be the most well-known collection on our list, its uniqueness lies in its incredible diversity and Leno's hands-on approach to preservation. With around 180 cars and 160 motorcycles, Leno's collection spans the entire history of motorized transportation. But what makes it unique isn't just the breadth, it's the depth of knowledge and care that goes into every single vehicle. Take his 1906 Stanley Steamer, for example. This isn't just an old car sitting in a museum. It's a fully functional piece of automotive history that Leno regularly drives and maintains. His 1955 Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing represents another aspect of the collection's uniqueness. While many collectors own these iconic cars, Leno's has been meticulously restored to better-than-new condition by his team of expert mechanics. Every component has been rebuilt, upgraded, or replaced with period-correct parts, making it not just a collector's item, but a rolling example of automotive perfection. But perhaps the most unique aspect of Leno's collection is his 2006 EcoJet, a car he designed himself with help from General Motors. Powered by a biodiesel turbine engine, producing 650 horsepower, it represents Leno's vision of what sustainable performance could look like. This isn't just collecting, it's automotive innovation. What sets Leno apart is his role as an automotive educator. Through his YouTube channel and public appearances, he's not just preserving these cars. He's preserving the knowledge and stories that make them significant. Every car in his collection has a story, and Leno makes sure those stories don't get lost. 4. Jerry Seinfeld, the Porsche purist. Jerry Seinfeld's collection earns the number 4 spot for representing the ultimate expression of focused collecting. While others diversify across brands and eras, Seinfeld has created what might be the world's greatest Porsche collection, with some of the rarest and most significant examples ever built. His 1955 Porsche 550 Spyder is a perfect example of the collection's uniqueness. This isn't just any 550, it's one of the finest examples in existence. So pristine that it sold for $5.3 million at auction in 2016. But before selling it, Seinfeld described the car as the automotive equivalent of a Shakespearean sonnet or a Beethoven symphony, a level of appreciation that goes far beyond mere ownership. The crown jewel of his collection is his Porsche 959, a car so advanced that it was banned from US roads when it was new. With its 444 horsepower turbocharged flat 6 and 197 miles per hour top speed, it represented technology that was decades ahead of its time. Seinfeld's pristine white example reportedly cost him $700,000 and is now worth around $3 million. But perhaps the most unique aspect of Seinfeld's collection is his 1958 Porsche 356 A Carrera Speedster. This car represents the perfect intersection of rarity, beauty, and driving purity that defines the best of Porsche's heritage. The fact that Seinfeld actually drives these cars, rather than just displaying them, shows a level of automotive passion that goes beyond mere collecting. What makes Seinfeld's collection unique is its laser focus on a single mark, combined with an encyclopedic knowledge of what makes each car special. This isn't just accumulation, it's curation at the highest level. 3. Nick Mason, the Racing Legends Garage. Nick Mason's collection takes the number 3 spot because it represents something truly special. A collection built by someone who doesn't just appreciate racing history, but who helped create it. As Pink Floyd's drummer and a serious racing driver, Mason has assembled a collection that reads like a greatest hits album of motorsport. His Ferrari 250 GTO is the obvious standout, one of only 39 ever built, and worth over $50 million today. But what makes Mason's ownership unique is the story behind it. He bought it in 1977 for just £37,000, using money from Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon album sales. At the time, people thought he was crazy for spending that much on an old race car. Today, it's considered one of the greatest automotive investments ever made. But the real uniqueness of Mason's collection lies in cars like his McLaren F1 GTR, chassis number 10R, which was the very first F1 GTR to be made street legal. Only 28 GTRs were ever built, and Mason's has the distinction of being purchased directly from Ron Dennis, the legendary McLaren boss himself. This isn't just a rare car, it's a piece of McLaren's racing heritage. His Maserati Tipo 61 Birdcage represents another level of uniqueness. Built in 1959, Mason's car is the last of only 6 ever made. The revolutionary frame construction, a lattice work of over 200 tiny steel tubes, was so advanced that it influenced race car design for decades. Stirling Moss himself took this car to the Nürburgring and smashed the lap record on its first outing. What makes Mason's collection truly unique is that he doesn't just own these cars, he races them. His 3 Aston Martin Ulster LM models have been campaigned at events like the Goodwood Members Meeting, where Mason demonstrates that these aren't just museum pieces, they're living, breathing racing machines. 2. James Glickenhaus, the modern coach builder. James Glickenhaus takes the number 2 spot for creating something that shouldn't exist in the modern world, a truly independent automotive manufacturer that builds cars purely for the love of engineering and racing. His Ferrari P45 by Pininfarina represents the ultimate expression of automotive individualism. Starting with the last Enzo Ferrari ever made, still with plastic on the seats, Glickenhaus worked with Pininfarina to create a modern homage to his 1967 Ferrari P34, the Daytona winner. This wasn't just a cosmetic exercise. They completely re-engineered the car, throwing out much of the original Enzo and creating something entirely new. But Glickenhaus didn't stop there. He took the P45 concept and created the P45 Competizione, a race car built to compete at the Nürburgring 24 hours. Starting with the Ferrari 430 Scuderia, his team redesigned everything: the suspension, chassis, and engine. They even developed their own hybrid system, making it the highest finishing hybrid car ever in a 24-hour race when it won the FIA Alternative Energy Championship. What makes Glickenhaus truly unique is his transition from collector to constructor. His SCG-003 represents something that rarely happens anymore: a completely independent supercar manufacturer taking on the established giants. Built in-house with a custom carbon fiber chassis and a twin-turbo V6 engine, it's designed to be everything the big manufacturers' cars aren't: lightweight, analog, and built purely for the driving experience. His collection of historic racers adds another layer of uniqueness. His 1967 Ferrari P3 Ford Daytona winner isn't just a museum piece. It's a car that changed automotive history. If Ferrari hadn't won that race, the company might not exist today. The fact that Glickenhaus owns and actively campaigns this piece of history shows a level of commitment to automotive heritage that goes far beyond typical collecting. Glickenhaus represents something rare in the modern automotive world. Someone who doesn't just appreciate what's been done, but who's actively pushing the boundaries of what's possible. 1. Ralph Lauren, the automotive artist. Taking the number 1 spot is Ralph Lauren, whose collection represents the absolute pinnacle of automotive curation and artistic vision. This isn't just a collection, it's a carefully orchestrated symphony of automotive art that spans nearly a century of design excellence. His 1938 Bugatti Type 57 SC Atlantic is perhaps the most beautiful car ever created. Designed by John Bugatti, Ettere's son, only 4 examples were ever made. John's own car disappeared 85 years ago, and another was rebuilt after an accident with many non-original components. Lauren's car, chassis number 57,591, is one of only 2 remaining in completely original form, and it represents automotive design at its absolute peak. The car's breathtaking aesthetics aren't just for show. The 3.3-liter straight 8 engine allows for a top speed of over 124 miles per hour, making it not just beautiful, but genuinely fast for its era. The flowing, sculptural bodywork looks like it was carved from a single piece of metal, and the distinctive dorsal seam running down the center of the car creates a visual drama that's never been equaled. But what makes Lauren's collection truly unique is his approach to personalization and curation. His 1950 Jaguar XK120 wasn't just restored, it was reimagined. Originally red, Lauren created his own custom shade of green, using more olive than traditional racing green. This level of personal involvement in the aesthetic details shows an artistic vision that goes far beyond typical collecting. His McLaren F1 LM represents another aspect of the collection's uniqueness. This is one of only 6 examples built to commemorate McLaren's Le Mans victory, with one made for each of the 5 race cars plus a prototype. The Sultan of Brunei ordered 3, but Lauren's acquisition at auction in 2004 shows his ability to secure the absolute best examples of the world's most significant cars. The 1929 Mercedes-Benz SSK Count Trossi adds yet another layer of uniqueness. This car represents the collaboration between Ferdinand Porsche's engineering and Count Carlo Felice Trossi's artistic vision. The sweeping Art Deco coachwork makes it part roadster, part Batmobile, and part automotive sculpture. It's been in Lauren's collection since 1988 and has earned Best of Show at both Villa d'Este and Pebble Beach, the 2 most prestigious concours events in the world. What sets Lauren's collection apart from all others is the level of artistic curation involved. Every car is chosen not just for its rarity or performance, but for how it fits into a larger narrative about automotive design and cultural significance. His Ferrari LaFerrari in black on black stands out in a sea of red Ferraris, showing how even modern supercars can be elevated through thoughtful specification. Lauren's collection represents the ultimate intersection of fashion, art, and automotive passion. These aren't just cars. They're rolling sculptures that represent the highest achievements in automotive design and engineering. The fact that they're maintained to Concours-level standards while still being driven shows a commitment to preserving automotive heritage while keeping it alive and relevant. What we've seen today represents more than just expensive cars sitting in expensive garages. These collections tell the story of automotive passion at its most extreme. From Tyler's unexpected appreciation for rally legends to Ralph Lauren's artistic curation of automotive masterpieces. Each collector on this list has approached the hobby differently, but they all share one common trait. They see cars as more than just transportation. Whether it's James Glickenhaus pushing the boundaries of what's possible, Nick Mason preserving racing history, or Jerry Seinfeld celebrating the purity of Porsche engineering, these collections represent different facets of automotive obsession. The uniqueness of these collections lies not just in what they contain, but in the vision and passion of the people who assembled them. They remind us that the best car collections aren't just about having the most expensive or rarest cars. They're about having a clear vision of what makes automobiles special and pursuing that vision without compromise. From the tragic waste of the Sultan's rotting supercars to the artistic perfection of Ralph Lauren's curated masterpieces, these collections show us both the heights that automotive passion can reach and the responsibility that comes with preserving automotive history for future generations. The next time you see a car collection, ask yourself, does it tell a story? Does it represent a vision? Does it preserve something important about automotive culture? Because the truly great collections, the ones that earn a place on lists like this, always do all 3.